Rustic Cottage Studio, take 5. Hi guys, welcome back to Rustic Cottage Studio. My name is Vicki. It's finally going to happen. I finally found them. I got the designs done, kid approved, and we're finally going to make them. What am I talking about? The tumblers, the kid tumblers. We're finally going to do them. I've got 5 different colors. I'm making them for 7 or 8 grandbabies. 7 or 8 grandbabies. Because I have a couple grandbabies that are in the teenage years, so they're not going to want a kid tumbler. So, not going to make them one. I have 2 designs that will not enter into the studio or into the shop because they are copyright, but the rest of the designs that I've done, and you'll know which ones they are when you see them. The rest of the ones that I did, I created them using images from places like Creative Fabrica because I can't draw. So, but I pieced together and created designs, personalize them for the grandbabies, put their names on them. Those will be in this shop. Hopefully, by the time you see this video or by the time you're watching this video, it will be there. Now, I'm also hoping that you can't hear the rain outside. I am not wearing my mic because the last couple of times when I was doing the editing, I noticed the volume was kind of fluctuating, and I tried to fix it to the best of my abilities, but the volume only goes so high. So I'm going to test this out without the mic to see if I can, 1, that you can hear me okay, and 2, that I can get rid of all the background noise. It's raining. In a few minutes, I'm going to have to open the window, which means we're really going to hear the rain because I have a metal roof, which normally that's okay, but when you're trying to record a video, you don't want the sound to overdrown what you're saying, I guess is a good way to say it. Anyway, I have my cups, I have my designs, I have my tape. I am going to go ahead and put these designs on the cup as far as go ahead and wrapping them, because I've already done that on video multiple times. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and then before we press them, I'll be back on camera. So if you're ready, if you are doing this project with me, make sure that you wipe off your tumblers and then don't put your fingers on them. I still have to wipe mine, so it's okay that I just put my fingers on them, because you don't want the oils from your hands all over it, because that could affect the designs. Wipe them, take the top off, take all the inside stuff out. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about, you have this on the lid, and then you have, yep, that just happened. Then you have the straw, and I'm dropping everything today. And you have the skid resistant bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Anyway, so all this has to come out. Make sure that's empty. And then wipe it all down. Then wrap. But make sure when you're wrapping, because when you're looking at it, it's the right side up. Make sure when you wrap it that it is still right side up. You can turn it like this if you want to. I started out, you probably can't see there. I started out when I first started doing tumblers. Obviously, they didn't have this part, but when I first started doing tumblers, I would put my tumbler upside down, and my image would be upside down, and I'd wrap it that way. Since then, and we're talking about the big tumblers. Since then, I've stopped doing that because I have a hard time getting it lined up to the top. So I don't do that anymore. If it's easier for you to do it that way, go for it. But while you're waiting on me to get back with all of these on here, go ahead, prep your cups. But I will say this. Go ahead and prep your cups. Get your wraps on them. If your wrap, whatever design you're using, does not have white on the ends, I would suggest taking your tape, your heat resistant tape. If you don't have one of these, get one. Oh my gosh, lifesaver. And just taking on the on the where it overlaps, putting a strip of tape across here. And that way when it overlaps, you don't see the double. You understand what I mean. Obviously not with these because these are white, but my heater just kicked in. Yeah, it's cold and wet. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap my cups. I will be back in just a few minutes. Heating up my tumbler. I am going to sublimate these exactly how I do normal tumblers because aside from the size, they're the same thing. So I am going to heat it up. I think it's 365 is where it's going to stop out. It's been a few weeks since I've pressed tumblers. 365, 30 seconds. Turn it 30 seconds and then 20 seconds on both sides. Now, after I do the first one, I'll see do I need to adjust it or not. I don't think I will, but I'm not going to say that definite sure will or won't because this is my first time doing the kid tumblers. Not my first time sublimating, but it is my first time doing the kid tumblers. So, it is extremely cold now that my window is open. And it is still raining. Hopefully I can eliminate that noise and you guys will not hear that. So I'm just going to wait. And while I'm waiting, I want to show you guys the craziness that is. I think I had my camera on cinematic. Let me change that. Hold on. Okay, so this is the craziness. It is my office right now because I cannot switch these over, can I? Hold on. Okay, so this is the craziness that is my office right now. It is an extreme hot mess. Okay, I am so ready. Look at all this mess. Look at this. It is just crazy. Like, my office is not very big. How y'all like my new chair? Ooh, I love it. There's my tumblers. But my office is only so big, and I cannot seem to keep anything organized because, well, I did kind of take some of my space because I have a new little pet. Well, I've had her since the hurricanes happened back in November-ish, October-ish. I don't even remember when. But anyway, the last hurricane. But this area was supposed to be set up for all of my supplies so I keep everything organized. And my printer was over here. Well, because I have her in here, I had to move this over here because I am still waiting on that to be done. And as you can see, all the rain, everything's wet. I don't know if you can see it because of the screen, but everything is wet. And you know, not a good way to, a good time to paint. So I have to wait. So once it is done, that rack is going out there. Everything that's on that rack and that rack. My printers are staying in here. This table is staying. I will have a workstation over there. This whole situation, this is all going. I love this table. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love this table. I don't know if I can zoom. I cannot zoom. But I absolutely love this table. It has helped so much. I can put, my big press is usually up here. So, and I have to switch them out though. That's the only thing. I have to switch them out. So I'll have to either get another one until I can get countertops, or I'll have to get another one. But either way, it's okay. But this is, and that's my granddaughter's area. And for those of you who started following me in the very beginning, You remember I started my channel out as crochet. Guess what, guys? I'm going back to crochet, just not on this channel. I have a different channel that is going to be devoted completely, fix my camera here, completely to my crochet. So I took a 2-year hiatus from crocheting and I miss it. I'm not gonna lie, I miss it, dearly miss it. I am getting into making more plushies. I used to knit plushies, but now I'm crocheting plushies. I created 2 turtles already, and now I'm working on a dinosaur for my grandson, and I am doing a pattern test for Miss Gina for a sloth. Hopefully by the time you guys see this video, both will be done. But stay tuned, because I will be letting you guys know all about that channel for those of you who are still interested in the crochet aspect of my life. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, I do all kinds of crafts, or at least I have dabbled in all kinds of crafts. I started, my love for crochet started my crafting venture, and I started crocheting when I was 7 years old. That was 41 years ago. That's a long time ago. And I have done crochet, I have done cross stitch, I have paint by number, because I can't paint because I can't draw. Ceramics, what else? Knitting, jewelry making, sublimation, my Cricut crafts, paper crafts. So I have done quite a bit. There's still a lot out there that I've not done, but I have done quite a bit. This channel has been completely dedicated to sublimation and my Cricut for a couple of years. Well, longer than a couple of years, I guess, but for quite some time now. But I do want to get back into crochet, so keep your eyes open for the Cozy Cuddlebug, which is going to be my crochet channel, and when it is up and running, I will have it posted and I will let you guys know. And if you are not already a part of the newsletter, go ahead and sign up. That link is down below in the description, and there is always going to be updates in the newsletter, and it is just a weekly newsletter. I don't send out, as of right now, I don't send anything out that's not weekly. Alright, so we are almost done with the prep, so I'm going to move you guys closer. I have to move everything around. Alright, so me. I'm at 64. Let's see. Let's see just how well this is going to do. We're at 365. Always remember your gloves, because this mess gets very hot. All right, this is open, and I put it in and I turn the tape away from me, and then I slide it in and close. And now we just wait for the timer to go off before we can open it back up and see exactly where we're at. Once the timer goes off and I open it back up, I will have to turn it facing me, facing the tape. The tape facing me, and press it again for 30 more seconds, and then I'll do the ends, and then hopefully it'll be right as rain. The only thing is a lot of times when it is cold, it does the temperature, and if this happens to you, don't worry, don't freak out. The temperature will go down, and you have to wait for it to come back up before the counter will go down. Even though the counter starts, it's like it's catching up to itself. So tell you what, guys, I'm not going to make you wait throughout this whole entire process, because it's going to take it a couple minutes to come back up to 365. So I'll see you in just a few minutes. Slide it out. Now turn it towards. Slide it back in. Remember to wear your heat resistant gloves, because this is hot. When you put it in for the ends, make sure that you're watching. I'm going to bend down a little bit. Make sure that you're watching the timer because you don't want to wait for it to go to the ding. You want to go ahead and do it when it hits 10, when it's like 10 seconds left. Because we're only doing the ends for 20 seconds. Flip it back 20 seconds and then we go to the other end. So we're kind of repeating the process with both ends. When we first put it in, the tape is away from us, and then when it dings, we pull the tape to us. When we do the ends, the tape is away from us. At 10 seconds, we turn it back to us, flip and do the other end the same way. Remember, it is hot, so don't burn yourself. Very, 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 very hot. Very, very hot. I always tend to put my tumblers in with the opening facing in to start with, so that when I'm on the last end, the outside is out, and so it gives it time to kind of cool on the inside to make it easier to handle. Last round. My heater just kicked back on. I don't know if you guys can hear it or if I'm even able to make it not to where, or make it where you can't hear it. Talking's not real good today either. Alright. Now, moment of truth. Whew. Let's see. Normally, I have my tweezers, but this go around, my tweezers are in the bathroom. So I'm going to attempt to use my fingernails without burning myself. Ooh, that was hot. Alright, moment of truth. Let me, I don't want to touch the bottom of it. Alright guys, let's see. How stinking cute is that? And there is her name. And I don't know if you can tell, I'm going to try to get a little closer. But right here, see if I can get it to zoom. Right there's a little turtle. And then right there, resting on the H, is a little crab. But that is, wow, like, I think that is really, really nice. The only thing I wish I had done differently is I wish I'd had the name facing this way. If that makes this way, towards me. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, really and truly, it really doesn't matter. It's not upside down or anything like that. And I did the same thing on all of them. So what I'll do is when I put it in the store, I'll give customers a preference if they want their name facing that way or that way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dip down so you can see me. I'm going to go ahead and finish wrapping or sublimating the rest of these tumblers, and then I will see you when they're all done. For the first time doing kid tumblers, not the first time sublimating, mind you, but doing the kid tumblers, I think they turned out really good. I use the same exact sublimation timer and temperature that I use for my normal, I say no, my 20 ounce skinny tumblers, and it worked perfectly fine. Zone Grace, that is the name of these tumblers, the company that sells these tumblers, and I will definitely be buying more from them because this is a great tumbler. The only thing I wish is that, and I have to go back and look, as I got these from Amazon, so I will have to go back and look. I wish that you could pick and choose the tumbler lids. Don't get me wrong. These are super cute and super fun because they're for kids, but you're limited to me because I'm matchy-matchy. So you're limited on what you could use for them. I think it would be better if they were, I'm not going to say it would be better if they were solid colors. It would be better if you had the option to choose solid colors or to pick and choose your own colors. I know that's not realistic. I get it. But these are what they have. I'm sure some company out there somewhere has it to where they have solid colors. Some company somewhere has it to where you can pick and choose what color you want to use. Or if you want to buy a box full of, say, this color or a box full of this color, I'm sure that's available somewhere. And I will have to do some research to find it. And I will. But I think they're super cute. I think for kids, it's great. I personally, I like this color combination, but I think they're all really cute. The tumblers, they sublimate really, really well. This is one that you will not find in my studio. But the colors are very vibrant, I think. I think they turned out really well. So definitely, I will find the link because it's been, you guys know, I have been promising this video for a very long time. You finally have it, but I will have to find the link to this company in my Amazon because that's where I bought them from. But I will link it below so that you will have access to it. Again, these designs will make their way into my shop, and these are tumblers that are just like the 20-ounce sublimation tumblers. If you have ever purchased one from me or from anyone, you know that they hold your hot drinks and they keep them hot for a while. They hold your cold drinks and they keep your cold drinks cold for a while. My mom and I, when we go to town, even when it's hot outside, we take our tumblers, we take our drink in them. She has ice in hers. Usually I do not. But when we get out of the grocery store, no matter how hot it is in the car, our drinks are still really, really cold, which is really nice because by the time we're done shopping, we're really, really thirsty. But so if you don't own a tumbler, you might want to invest in one. Whether it's from me or from somebody else, invest in one because they are well worth it. But for kids, this is perfect. Same as for adults. I will be buying from this company again. Like I said, I will link it down below in case you are a crafter and you want to make your own or make some for your own children. I did my designs. You guys know me. I'm a Canva girl. I did my designs in Canva. I get some of my images from Creative Fabrica, some of them from Canva, and some of them from what's the other, Design Bundles. So now obviously this one and this one I got from the internet. Those companies do not have those, and if they do, I am not aware of it. I've not found them. But these two will not be in my shop again for copyright reasons. You cannot sell licensed unless you license images unless you have a license. So don't get caught doing that. I know some people are doing it, but don't get caught doing it because you know how that goes. I am ready to give these to the kids. Make sure, before I say anything else, make sure that when you are done sublimating your cups, that you wait 24 to 48 hours for the ink to set in the cups before you wash them. I know some people will say, oh, you don't really have to do that. Oh, you don't really have to do that. Just like some people will say, oh, you can stick them in the dishwasher. No big deal. Let me tell you what happens when you put them in the dishwasher over and over again. They fade. The images, the color in the images, they fade over time. So don't do that. Hand wash and let it set for 24 to 48 hours before washing. I will let these set for a couple of days. I've got to take pictures of them anyway so I can get them in the shop. But before you allow any children to drink out of them, make sure they're clean, but make sure the ink sets so that the ink will last for a long time. Until next time, have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next one.